teaser, pum pum pleaser. Love it when the pussy's tight like Ebenezer. Knight in armor, ganja farmer. If the pussy's whack, I'm gonna palmer. I don't want a drama, very good karma. Can't believe your body's bigger than Mariama. The old school charmer, archway downer. Catch me in crystals, collabing at the morning.
Do you feel like a legend?
Not yet. I've got a lot more work to do. It always throws me off because people look at what we've done in the past and be like, wow, you're a legend, you've done this, you've done that, and the other. But to me, what man set out to do, I haven't actually accomplished yet. Where we got to was probably about a third of where in my head I set out to go in the beginning. Obviously, no one knows this because they're not me. One thing I always said, I'm going to own a helicopter, and I'm nowhere near that at the moment. You understand? So to me, legend, not nowhere near yet. You understand? Got a lot more work to put in. It's the journey that's exciting. And right now, I've started right back at the beginning. I'm on flyers. My name's smaller than man. I've been in this team almost twice as long. And I'm back at the beginning. I'm hungry. I'm looking to go there and yam everyone. You understand? So it's like, to me, this is the most exciting. This is what most exciting time of my life. I'm a solo artist. I'm brand new. I'm looking to shut down everyone.
Is it the reason why you're doing it now because culturally where we are, it's the right time?
Yes, but that's by default. It's not that I planned it accordingly like that. Things just happen in time. So by default, it's just worked out like that and it's perfect timing. But right now, UK culture is the one. You know what as well? I'm going to use the word lucky. I'm not lucky, but like, God is good. Let me put it that way. I always want to land on my feet. Always. I've never ever got a shadow of a doubt. I always think it's going to go well for me. I always think it's going to work. I always think I'm going to get through. You understand? So because I've got that headspace, things just didn't generally work like that. So like now, the timing is perfect. I've hung up the MC gloves and everything's just blowing. It's like, wow, I couldn't have picked a better time, so even if I planned it.
Everything's right with Mo and Funny.
Yeah, man, I checked them, I still checked them. Them man are cool, you understand? I had a little, as people know, we had a little kind of falling out, so to speak. But I never really fell out with Mo, really and truly. We had a disagreement, we weren't seeing eye to eye, you understand? And again, I chose to say to myself, you know what? Because I draw back and I leave that. And in time, he kind of saw where I was coming from and we kind of reconciled and whatever. So we're all fine, you understand?
Is there ever going to be a reunion?
Yeah, I get up to all the time. And I always say to people, not at the moment, but I never say never to anything.
You just come back from New York, what was you doing out there?
Yeah, I went out there on a show. I must big up Nikki Blaze, Gia, and the Give Back Hope Foundation, you understand? It all came back. I done a tune with a lady from Liverpool, and she put a guy from New York on the tune. He's feeling the vibe, boom, boom. I don't even know what happened, but between her and the New York, they hooked it up. They were doing the show over there, and they got me over there. I was over there about a week and a half ago. Went over there, showed it down, and they're loving the vibe. They love my energy. They're confident. They're like, wow, I love the energy. It was a clinical performance, this, that, and the other. Proper. Wicked, bro.
Recently in our culture, things like Reebok and like Machino and Avrex and all these things have sort of come back. How does that make you feel?
I'm proud, bro. I'm proud to be a Londoner. I'm proud to be from the UK. Yeah, and I'm out there and I'm making it known that it's now people are buying in and they're clocking it. But the UK vibe and culture has been running it from as long as I can remember, and I'm 34. We've had it on Smash all day. Now people are trying to, they're recognizing whatever, and I'm grateful and I'm proud to that. Say, wow, man's been campaigning this from one day, but yeah, it's all good. Not in voice time, but it's like, yeah, definitely. But I go all over the places, do you understand? Prior to these, I've been going all over, and no one ain't got a swag like us, man. We set it from one day. We've set that trend, you understand? But now it's probably being recognized, people taking it seriously, but we've always had it.
Summer, where are you going to be?
I've got already bookings in Croatia for the Outlet Festival. Must pick them up. I'm going to Barcelona, first week in June. So it's my birthday in June. Pick up all the Geminis. I'm celebrating my birthday at Barcelona for the #1 weekend. I'm going Jamaica. I've got shows in Jamaica as well in September, beginning of September. Like I said, the Miami team. Yeah, that's coming true now. That's ain't 100% confirmed, but I'm putting it out there because I know it's going to get confirmed. So that's July, and then also Dubai.
Where do we look? Because, like I said, it's not Heartless no more. Is it still Bush Bash?
Yeah, Bush Bash. Yeah, I've kind of rebranded it. I'm still Bushkin, but rebranded it as Bush Bash. Yeah, and we learn from Madonna, keep on reinventing yourself and all them things there. So yeah, man, they reinvented it as Bush Bash, Bushkin, Bush Bash recording, and I'm always going to be artist till I die, but I'm not. That's not the forefront. But we've all got tattoos on our back, so we can't run from it. You understand?
Apart from music, what else, like, from the culture that people not necessarily expect you'd be into or you're looking to get into?
I've always been a big reader. I love reading. Prior to me doing music, I was like a legal clerk, so I was into law, and again, my kind of ethos, I want to make change, I want to leave a legacy, and people know, said, wow, my man stood for something, he made a change, and if it wasn't music, I was going to try and be a lawyer.
How do you feel about the scene now? Like the stars that are doing it now, do you feel like, how do you feel about it?
I mean, like I say, I'm a lover, not a hater, but I see through a lot of it. I come from the era where it was like performance based, basically. And that's why I'm still here, because I'm an entertainer ultimately, yes. And I learned from the Jamaican sound systems, Sound Tape, Stone Love, Renaissance, Black Cat. This is where I've come from, you understand? These are my teachers, so to speak. Man like Rodigan, you understand? These are teachers, Tiger, Buju, you understand? These are people who taught me the trade, you understand? Cut your ranks, this is who I've learned from. The difference with nowadays artists and the scene is like, it's a lot to do on the internet, and like most of these artists, they're heavy in the studio, but when they're in front of people on the stage, they're not as great. It's like backwards. To me, it's backwards. I'm probably to them backwards, because I'm learning my studio craft now. I was never very great in the studio, but to me, studio is very isolated. It's you one in there, and it's hard to pick up a vibe. What I'm doing now in my head is like learning the tunes, to do tunes heavy, execute them excellently in the booth, but then when you get on stage, performing them, making them sound 10 times better than they do when you listen to it on radio. That's what music's supposed to be about. And people, to me, these days have got it twisted. It's when you see a lot of these artists, they're heavier on the tunes or when you're watching it on TV than when you see them in person. And to me, it should never be like that. If you go and see Bob Marley, that is like, wow, you understand? You could listen to tunes and his tunes will be great. But when you see him perform in person, that's going to touch you and blow you away. You'll never forget that experience. That's what I'm about.